I got into a relationship with my step-sibling. My life turned upside down when my dad, David, married Jake's mom, Laura. It had been a whirlwind romance, born out of shared grief after losing both my mom and Jake's dad. Within a year, they were married, blending our two families into one. Jake and I, both 18, were thrust into this new dynamic, trying to make sense of our new reality. At first, it was awkward. We were suddenly step-siblings, sharing a home and a life, but there was an undeniable connection between us. We spent time together, helping each other with homework, sharing music, and talking late into the night. Jake's quiet strength drew me in, while he seemed captivated by my vibrant spirit. Our bond deepened with each passing day, though we dared not speak of it. The turning point came during a family vacation at a secluded beach house. The moonlight cast a silvery glow over the ocean as we gathered around a bonfire. Dad and Laura retired early, leaving Jake and me alone under the stars. We sat in silence, the crackling fire the only sound between us. Finally, I couldn't keep it inside any longer. Jake, do you ever feel like we're pretending to be something we're not? He looked at me, his eyes intense. What do you mean? I mean, we're supposed to be siblings, but it doesn't feel that way to me. Does it to you? My voice trembled with the weight of my unspoken feelings. Jake sighed, running a hand through his hair. No, it doesn't. It never has. My heart pounded in my chest. Then what are we? Jake moved closer, his gaze locked on mine. I don't know, but I know what I feel when I'm with you, and it's not what a brother is supposed to feel for his sister. The tension between us was palpable. My breath hitched as Jake leaned in, his lips inches from mine. Emily, this is wrong, he whispered, though his voice lacked conviction. Then why does it feel so right? I replied, closing the gap between us. Our kiss was electric, a release of all the pent-up emotions we had been hiding. It was a moment of pure, unfiltered connection, but as quickly as it began, reality crashed back in. Jake pulled away, his eyes filled with a mix of longing and fear. We can't do this, Emily. Our parents, they'd be devastated. I know, I said, tears welling up, but I can't pretend anymore. The rest of the vacation was a blur of avoidance and tension. Back home, we maintained the facade of normalcy, but the strain was evident. We stole moments together whenever we could, hidden glances, brief touches, stolen kisses. The secrecy added a thrill, but also an unbearable weight. One evening, the inevitable happened. Laura found us in a secluded corner of the garden, locked in a passionate embrace. Her gasp of shock tore us apart. What is going on here? Laura demanded, her voice a mixture of anger and confusion. Jake and I exchanged a panicked look. Mom, it's not what it looks like, Jake started, but Laura's expression said she already knew the truth. How long has this been going on? Laura's voice trembled with hurt. I stepped forward, my eyes pleading. Please, don't tell Dad. We didn't mean for this to happen. We tried to stop, but we love each other. Laura's face softened with sadness. This isn't love, Emily. It's a fantasy, and it's going to tear this family apart. That night, Laura and Dad had a long, painful discussion. They decided that Jake and I needed to be separated. We were gently brought into therapy, both individually and together, to sort out our feelings and understand the complexities of our situation. Therapy was a revelation. It was hard at first, confronting emotions we had kept hidden for so long, but our therapist helped us see the bigger picture, guiding us to understand the difference between the intense connection we felt and a sustainable, healthy relationship. Through therapy, Jake and I began to unravel the tangled web of our emotions. We realized that part of our bond was rooted in the intense circumstances we had been through, losing parents, blending families, and navigating a new life. Our relationship, though deeply meaningful, was not meant to be romantic. Gradually, we learned to redefine our connection. We focused on building a strong, supportive sibling relationship, one based on mutual respect and care. It wasn't easy, and there were moments of heartache, but we found a way to move forward. Years later, as I stood with Jake at my college graduation, surrounded by our family, I knew we had made the right choice. Our love had evolved into something deeper and more enduring, a true familial bond. Dad and Laura supported us every step of the way, their love and understanding helping us heal. The Davison family remained united, bound by the strength of facing challenges together and emerging stronger. And so, while Jake and I didn't end up together as a couple, we found something even more precious, a lifelong bond as siblings, shaped by love, respect, and a shared history that made us who we are.